How important is it to be able to commercialize your idea? Does everything need to be commercialized, or is knowledge enough?
I'd say knowledge is great, but does it help anyone besides you? I mean, if you can't make something out of it, the knowledge again is great, but you should move that in a way that is beneficial outside of your brain. For me, it's everything. In graphic design, it's got to be commercialized because we work for clients. If I just make something, if I'm experimenting with forms, or if I experiment with how much of a letter form you need to see so you can still read a word, that's great for me to know at what point can I apply this. Is it in some kind of environmental graphic where that is commercialized? Maybe, but it's there in a way that I could ostensibly use it outside of just knowing it. But I think maybe not commercialized, but making it a reality, I think, is more important than just having the knowledge.
There's so much we don't know. And so knowledge is the blocks of putting things together, to piece together what it is, how it is that we work, how it is the way that the world works. And so while commercialization of any one person's knowledge is what we all aim for, if somebody later on or now were to take the science that I'm doing and build on it in a different way that I hadn't thought of and be able to get that to commercialization where it would then be able to benefit people, then it is useful. So it really, I mean, it depends on that context.
And I would say in engineering we don't do maybe as much, certainly basic research as in the natural sciences, but most of what we do as applied research is based on what was done as maybe pure research without a commercial end from years or decades ago. So I'm glad there are some funding agencies that want to fund pure research. You know.
There are, and there are increasingly more, actually. The traditional tracks for funding, when we were talking about being able to acquire funds to do the work that we're doing, there are more foundations that have funding available now that are geared toward higher risk things, because there is so much that we don't know, and there's so much more that people are finding out that is outside the realm of what we thought possible. And so there are avenues to pursue funding from foundations that will support that kind of work.